Good evening, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update. And in the news this evening, 45-year-old St. Ann man charged with assault with intent to rape. The police in St. Ann have charged a man for breaking into a woman's house and allegedly attempting to sexually assault her. He is 45-year-old Oral Brown, otherwise called Ratty, of 9 Mile in the parish, who is charged with a burglary and assault with intent to rape. A court date for him is being finalized. Reports from the Alexander Police are that about 5 a.m. on Sunday, October 13th, the police say he got undressed and attempted to remove the complainant's shorts and assaulted her. An alarm was raised and the accused was caught by a relative of the complainant while trying to escape. A report was made to the police, and on their arrival, the accused was apprehended and taken into custody. Brown was officially charged on Tuesday, October 15. Security guard gunned down in Portmore. A man was last night gunned down in Portmore Pines, Portmore, St. Catherine. Killed was 24-year-old B. John Moore of a St. James address, who was employed by courier company Beryllium as a security guard. No motive has been established in Moore's killing. It is reported that about 10:40 p.m., explosions were heard in the Portmore Pines area and the police called. A team responded and Moore was discovered along a roadway suffering from gunshot wounds. He was assisted to hospital where he died from injuries received. The Portmore Criminal Investigation Branch is probing the fatal shooting. Spanish Town man charged with a false imprisonment over ex-girlfriend who ended relationship. A St. Catherine man has been charged with a false imprisonment for tying up his ex-girlfriend and leaving her inside his house for hours after she ended the relationship. He is 26-year-old Navarro Daly, self-employed, of Eltham Park, Spanish Town. It is reported that about 11 a.m. on Monday, October 14, there was a dispute between Daly and the 22-year-old complainant. The complainant reportedly decided to end the relationship and proceeded to leave the premises. It is being alleged that in a bid to prevent her from leaving, the accused used a piece of rope to tie her up, locked her inside the house, and then left. After hours of being tied up, the woman eventually managed to free herself about 5 p.m. and subsequently made a report to the Spanish Town Police. An investigation was launched and Daly was arrested and charged on Wednesday. Todd demands a finance minister provide an update on 16% fare increase or else. The Transport Operators Development Sustainable Services is calling on outgoing Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark to provide an update on the 16% fare increase that public transport operators are anticipating to receive in November. The group said that if the minister does not provide an update, it will have no choice but to take further action. In a statement on Thursday, Todd said earlier this year, Minister Clark urged the public transport investors to hold out as he could not grant the 16% increase then, but said if inflation remained below 7% by November, then he could grant the increase. The Transport Operators Development Sustainable Services went through hell by players in the sector, noting that we should not have agreed to that position to the extent that he has resigned as chairman of TODS due to the decision taken by the organization, TODS said in the statement to the media. Noting that the minister will no longer hold his post in less than 2 weeks, the group is demanding an update from Dr. Clark on the subject before he leaves office. It is clear that the minister has no respect or regard for the public transportation sector, as in 2022, he announced a $200 million revolving loan fund to the sector, and to date, not even one person has benefited from the fund, as the sector is treated with a scant disregard, Todd added. Integrity Commission fires back at MPs. The Integrity Commission has thrown another punch at Jamaica's parliamentarians, despite claims from government representatives that its chairman, Justice Seymour Panton, was disrespectful in his opening statement at the Integrity Commission Oversight Committee of Parliament meeting on Tuesday. In a release on Wednesday, the IEC took aim at a member of Parliament for St. Catharines South-Western, Everald Warmington, who had used the sitting of the Standing Finance Committee of Parliament on Tuesday to declare that he would not approve any further expenditure to the Commission until he sees audited accounts of its expenditure. The Integrity Commission remains concerned that there are parliamentarians who continue to exhibit a clear lack of knowledge or understanding of the very laws that they are elected to write. It is also obvious that some parliamentarians do not read the reports of the Integrity Commission that are routinely tabled in the House of Representatives, the Commission said in the release. The Commission pointed out that contrary to the statements that were made by Warmington, its accounting and the financial affairs have been audited every year in its 6 years of existence. The audits in each case have been conducted by an independent external auditor whose appointment has been approved in writing by the Minister of Finance, Dr. Nigel Clark himself, said the IC. For the avoidance of doubt, the annual audits of the Commission have been conducted pursuant to and in compliance with Section 21 of the Integrity Commission Act, which provides that the Commission shall keep proper accounts of its receipts, payments, assets and liabilities, and such accounts shall be audited annually by an auditor appointed each year by the Commission with the approval of the Minister of Finance. In respect of the 2023-2024 fiscal year, ended March 31, 2024, the Commission's annual report, inclusive of the audited and signed financial statements for that fiscal year, was submitted to Parliament on June 26, 2024. The report was formally tabled in the House of Representatives on July 9, 2024, added the IC. It said it noted with alarm the comments made by Warmington, in which he falsely claimed that the financial and accounting affairs of the Commission have not been audited for years and that no audit report had been submitted by the Commission to Parliament. We haven't seen an audit of the Integrity Commission tabled in this House, but they are spending taxpayers' money, Warmington said in questions to the Finance Minister. I am saying, Minister, that we must get an audit report from the department before the next financial year. There is no way that we are going to approve another $2 billion for a department that has not been audited for years, okay? So I expect that the audit be laid here before March next year, added Warmington. The IC pointed out that in his response, Clark said, I don't think any reasonable person could object to your requirements. These are public funds, and I have no reason to expect that that's a difficult proposition. But the Commission noted that the letter which approved the appointment of an independent external auditor to audit its accounts and the financials were signed by Clark on April 24, 2024. Ironically, the Integrity Commission Parliament Oversight Committee, of which Mr. Warmington is a member, met with the Commission for several hours on Tuesday morning. One of the stated purposes of the meeting was to review the 2023-2024 annual report of the Commission, inclusive of the Commission's audited financial statements for the 2023-2024 fiscal year. The audited financial statements appear in the last 31 pages of the annual report, the Commission noted. Following Tuesday's meeting of the Integrity Commission Oversight Committee, Panton came under fire from members of the governing Jamaica Labour Party, led by Senate President Tom Tavares Finson, for his comments during the sitting. Retired Justice Panton should introspect and offer a suitable worded apology to the Parliament for his contemptuous comments, said Tavares Finson, after pointing to the IC chairman's suggestion that reports and or information from the Commission might have leaked into the public domain via the Parliament of Jamaica. Tavares Finson also chided Panton for comments in which he questioned whether there is some contamination of water consumed by parliamentarians, and further recommended psychiatric evaluation of parliamentarians. According to Tavares Finson, these comments were rude, disrespectful, offensive, and out of order. Thank you everyone for watching. See you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for another news update.